Are you following Super Rugby Pacific? Stick around, I'll share my insights for round 15 and we'll take a look at who's positioned themselves where for the quarterfinals. Hey everyone, it's Coach H. You've found Inspired by Union, a channel where I discuss Southern Hemisphere rugby. Let's dive right in. So the regular season of Super Rugby Pacific is over and the weekend revealed movement at both the top and the bottom of the 8. Crusaders versus Moana Pacifica. A bonus point win to the home side ensured that they'd wait a day to find out whether they were going to make the 8 or not. This game had its platform laid up front and Cody Taylor and Ethan Blackadder put in huge shifts in back-to-back games. Blackadder, so injury prone over the past 2 seasons, well, he's the archetypical player profile that Coach Razor likes to select, effort in all areas. The Satyrs line-out drive, that unlocked the keys to the castle in the first stanza, while the second half was all razzle-dazzle from the team in red and black. Moana, they were outgunned really, and replacing veterans Kepu and Leofano should be a priority for Umaga as he starts to build his blocks for 25. 43 points to 10 for the Christchurch-based outfit. Waratahs versus the Reds. Coach Coleman, he bowed out as a Super Rugby coach as the Waratahs had one last-ditch effort to eke out a win in their dismal season at home. The Reds, well, they looked classy early and they put together a business-like 40 minutes in the first stanza. DC implored his men to respond after the break, and respond they did as they climbed back into this contest. This game went right down to the wire, and the Reds, they broke Waratah's hearts late as they secured a liner penalty to win 27-26. Fijian Ndrua versus the Rebels. Well, the Ndrua, they put the visitors to the sword. The visitors, knowing earlier this week that they won't have jobs remaining in Melbourne, put that aside and put together a really good fight for 80 minutes. A bloody tough state of affairs for those players and staff as they work out their futures beyond the Rebels. The Ndrua, they responded after a poor showing in Dunedin last weekend. They got their groove back at home in front of the faithful. The Ndrua forwards, they worked hard and gained parity against the Rebels. It was the regular faces out wide that did damage on the scoreboard. Both sides will back up for quarterfinal action next week on the result of this one, the Ndrua by 40-19. Hurricanes versus Highlanders. Well, it was a simple equation for the Hurricanes, a win and a bonus point to force the pressure on the Blues who would play later. The return of Asafo Moore and Salesi Rayasi lighting up the field in his 50th cap. The Hurricanes were too much for a rugged Highlanders outfit who tried to stay in the fight, but by the 40-minute mark, they were gone really. The Landers were outclassed really, yet Holland stood out for his work at the breakdown and a promising debut for Finn Hurley in the custodian's role. The Canes, well, they got their business done. They will secure home games as long as they keep winning for this final series. The home side, well, they've developed their game from the open running affair early in the piece of Super Rugby to now have an absolute power unit in the midfield, rugged and industrious forwards capable of getting lightning quick ball and finishers that are threats out wide. They handled the atrocious conditions in this one like a team destined for the big show. Canes by 41-14. Blues versus the Chiefs. Hard to be satisfied with the win knowing that you've just let a major opportunity slip. The Blues faces said it all post-game, and Coach Cotter, well, he tried to make best of the situation, did acknowledge that he was happy with the improvement of the side after they fell to the Crusaders last week. I can't help but feel this will come back to hurt the Blues. However, they do have the firepower in this squad to be able to win a final away from home. Blues by 31-17. Force versus the Brumbies. Well, the Western Australians really ripped into this one, and they made the best performing Aussie franchise, the Brumbies, work for their win out west. The Brumbies have put together a quality season thus far. Their main concern now is injuries in the loose head prop department. This is a crisis of sorts. We know the Kiwi sides love to launch off their set piece, especially scrum time. Brumbies in a tight affair by 24-19. If you found these insights helpful, please consider subscribing, press that bell for more insights every week. So we fix our gaze ahead to the quarterfinals, where first up, the Chiefs will host the Reds. The Canes, they'll face the Rebels. The Ndrua, they'll visit the Blues at Eden Park. And the Brumbies, they'll host the Highlanders. It's farewell to the Force, the Crusaders, Moana Pacifica, and the Waratahs. I'm Coach H, and you've been watching Inspired by Union.